Hey, y'all. So glad to have you back here. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. And today, let's talk about my favorite land animal, and that is the lions. The lions are supreme. They don't play any games whatsoever. And if I have to tell you a secret, the majority of YouTube that I watch involves lions. I love the way that they operate. I love the way that they are very family oriented. The lions got it going on. And everybody knows their place. They know their responsibility and they know what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Yes, the lions are, yeah, they're about that life. So, jumping right in, I want to talk about primarily the different types of lions and how it is my opinion that animals are becoming smarter than humans, than man and female. Absolutely. And I'll prove that in a few minutes. First, I want to talk about the queen. Now, a queen means that you were born female. That's the position. And the lioness, she doesn't play no game. She is the most fierce of them all. She is absolutely, of course, built differently than the male lion, but she is powerful. She is most definitely powerful. The lioness knows that she's a queen. You see her walking through the savannah and through the different parts of the land. You see her and she's walking with her head up. She's walking with authority and she knows her worth and her value. And guess what? She makes sure that it happens. She knows how to execute. The lioness is no joke. However, knowing her queen status, the lioness also knows how to submit to the king. Okay? She knows her place. But what she does is her role consists of hunting for the family, which is called the pride. And not only when she hunts for the pride, she makes sure her king eats 1st. Mhm. She knows her role. So she makes sure the king eats first. And then she'll eat. And then if the babies or the cubs are of age to consume meat, they get to come in on the leftovers. But first, the king has to eat. And she's the one who had to plan and had to execute. Killed, and I'm not talking about little rabbits. That's fun food. That's just a little snack for the children. I'm talking about she's going out here getting animals like wildebeest and the buffalo, which is almost 3 times her weight. And she kills it. She executes it. She knows exactly how to lurk up on her prey. She knows how to be invisible where they don't even have a clue that she's there. And she knows how to go and she gets that meal for that family. She makes sure that they gonna eat. She's a queen. And not only that, when there's a male in the area and he can smell that she's ready to produce, it could be antelope, zebra, all kind of animals all over the place. But if he has his eye set on that one, on that lioness, the king goes to get her. It could be, like I said, it could be zebra, it could be antelope, it could be all kinds of good tasty food right there, inches away from him. He's not worried about that. He got his eyes set on the prize, and that's getting that female. And it could take days before she actually submits. He doesn't care. She walking all around the savannah. She walking all around the plain. She walking all around. He's not worried about none of that food that he sees along the way. He has his eyes set on that female. He said, that's the one. It's so romantic. It's really romantic. And it's almost, this is how we wish, some of us women wish today that the dating scene was. That's how we wish. But again, as a woman, we got to know our position. We can learn from the lioness how she does it. But I tell you, he will follow her for days until she's ready to submit. When she feels like, oh, he's been following me for a while. It's been a while. He hasn't gotten distracted with anything else on the side. He's kept his focus for me for this long. I guess I will bear his children. I guess I will bear his children. I guess he could be the king of me. He could be the king because he's shown himself to me over over this span of time. And she humbly submits. Now when he's taking too long, now she'll turn around and growl and like, all right now, okay now, back up. But once she agrees to let that be her king, oh man, they go in for days to make sure that the next generation is to come. And I mean, they go days around the clock ensuring. And she submits. It's beautiful because it doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't make her a weak being. It doesn't make her weak because she knows how to play her position. She's still very much needed. That male would not be in existence if it wasn't for a female. That male knows the importance of a female. And he's willing to pursue and he's willing to fight because a lot of times it's cruel. I'm not going to really get into detail. This will be another story because the lions, we can learn so much from them. And animals in general. Like, I really peep the animals and see what they up to. I really do. Because they got it going on. But when it's time for the mother to go and have her children, she goes away in secret. She leaves the other members of the tribe, which are primarily like her sisters, or maybe her older daughters or her nieces. The male cubs, after they get about 2 years old, they gotta go. The father said, y'all gotta go. I'm not protecting you no more. You better go out here and find it yourself. I done told you, you saw your mama hunt and your aunties hunting. You saw all that going on. You're a male. It's time for you to go out here and explore and to create your own pride. And the father shoo them away. But the females make up that pride. It's beautiful, y'all. It's really beautiful. But she knows her worth. She knows that she's more than just anything you can run over. You bet when that king comes to that female, he comes correct. Because she won't see it any other way. She's not having it. And the king can snap her spine in a minute. He's a force to be reckoned with as well. And we'll talk about the king later in another video. But now I'm excited because this queen, I started talking about this lioness. When she goes and she knows it's time for her to deliver, she leaves the pride and she goes to her sacred place. And she bears the pain of birth by herself. And she has to find a very safe place for those cubs. Actually, the lion cubs, they come out blind. They're blind for a few days. They can't see. So she has to pick a very, very nice hospital or a very nice location to give birth because she has to keep all of these cubs safe from danger. You got hyenas, you got jackals, you got leopards, you got cheetahs, you got all of these all of this competition that's out to get your cubs. And guess what? You still got to eat. If she doesn't eat, she can't produce milk for the cubs. So oftentimes she has to leave the cubs in order to go hunt. So she has to find a very good hiding place. She's successful with keeping the cubs safe for the most part, but for a lot of them, sometimes the cubs don't even get to see 1 year old because of various circumstances. So she makes sure that she does her best to keep her cubs safe as she goes to hunt. And cheetahs does the same thing when it comes down to giving birth and having to hide their kids, and so does leopards. Mostly all of them. The wild dogs, the hyenas. But the thing about the hyenas, there's someone always around. But they pretty much have to hide their pups or their cubs, whichever species you're talking about, they have to hide them when they give birth like that. But going back to this lioness, after the cubs are about 6 weeks old and they're strong, I think it's 6 weeks. I have to check on that. No, you check on that. After that, now they're able to return to the pride. When they return to the pride, their king better know that it's his. I don't know how he knows if the children are his or not. He has to agree. If not, he'll kill them. He'll kill them. It's a lethal world out there. But this is just some of the things that we can learn from animals. Sit back and watch. I mean, it's beautiful. I'm not gonna hold you. I just wanted to share this piece of it with you. I will be coming back for the male lion because he's no go. Listen. Now, he's not to be played with at all. He makes sure that everything is running as it should, and he's ready if it's not. But that's another day, another time. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and we're gonna learn something from these animals because I tell you, I have. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.